Welcome back, everyone. Drake Hawkins with again for some more Factorio. We are doing our Deathworld All Achievement Run, and thank you all for your feedback lately. I noticed some interesting messes, like this fine mess right here. That one comes down, that one goes up, which is fine. They can collide, but I didn't realize that I had actually broken this because these go further now. It's not supposed to be plastic on that side. It's supposed to be all green to just collide. That's fine. Since these are facing each other, that'll fix itself. However, I think I did it all. What? Did I not replace them all? Oh no, I only replaced that one, eh? Okay. Well, you're going to have to replace them all. Which means that somehow has to be different. Okay, good. I might have gotten enough out. Now, these I'm replacing all these reds, right? The issue here is the red circuits are not making it down far enough. We're not producing enough again. However, if I look at my production levels over, say, the last 10 minutes, what are we at? 5.8k per minute. I don't know if we've gone... Yeah, we haven't gone quite 10 minutes since we upgraded things, so the 1 minute marker's closer to the truth. We got 6k per minute here, 1.1 in the red, and 160 blue. The big one we need is like another 17.5 million green circuits. But if we look at our production, we are actually producing... Let's go over the 10-minute marker. We're producing 5.9, we're consuming 6. So we're using everything that we've got. So this could improve. We could have some slight improvements on the throughputs here, right? Like these guys are super slow on this side, so we could definitely add more. The line, if this line is full, it doesn't add from here, which is okay. We could add more out here somewhere, perhaps. More green, more of these. We could extend it one more, I think. Did I grab? Yeah. I don't know that this will reach, though. Will... Oh, it would actually fit, wouldn't it? I mean, it would kind of collide? No, it wouldn't. Wow, it would actually work perfectly. Okay. I'm okay with doing that. That's not going to solve all our problems forever and ever. But it might temporarily improve things. There we go. Oh, yes, that was conveniently placed. Well done, Drake. Well done, man! There and this way. So that works. Well, at least one half of the belt is pretty active. And stop. It's not going to feed the other half of that belt. That's fine. The bots can clean that up for me. Let's do that and that. Okay. Now, if we drop this right on top of its little friend, say hello to my little friend, you can actually poke right in cheaty-like right there, and you'll speed up the construction of explosives for some undesirable reason. That'll work. Okay. Attack! Attack, bots! Nice. Autobots, roll out. This will feed enough, I think, to keep that going. Oh, and there goes the autofill for the plastics. What we could do is actually split off that plastics instead of all that bot activity. We could split off that plastics and have it come down this way. But actually, it is feeding full tilt there. It would have to actually feed the opposite side. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think the bots might be doing okay. Maybe? Probably not. Okay, what we could do is put a blue belt through here. Right? We could do something like this. Oops. Break the world, break the world. There we go. And then we can connect like this. Right? Yeah. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be removed. Get back there. I love the undo button. Took me how long to find that there was an undo button? You know, like 89% of my speed or my time playing the game.
Do button.
I know, right? We have a stalker watching the play. This goes right in here and feeds that side like that. Does that not make sense to you? Makes sense to me. That doesn't, however. There. Oh, the system is broken forever. Nope, not gonna work. Legit not gonna work. Any which way I put this. Okay. That's never true, I know. I know, there's always a way to solve the problem. It's more cool, though, to whine and complain for a while first, and then find the solution. It's the more mature way to handle life. And then that, and this is how I teach my kids to handle life. There and there. Give them living examples of good life choices. This is... Oh, the joy. This goes in this way, and this one can actually go like this. And I'm broken. I can't... There you go. Sorry, bots. I didn't mean to be so rude. I missed something. Something's broken. Where's it oh! This tiny little oversight of, you know, connecting. So now that jams through there all the way, and those guys should feed that line when it is thinned out. Yes? Yes. So that shows a difference in our plastic consumption. Interesting. Yeah, we're getting a full compressed belt here, and then it's splitting. So that tells me, if that is compressed already, that tells me these guys are under... Oh, no, they're actually about par. They're almost exactly on. That's actually a beautiful thing to see. Because these guys are running absolutely zero stop. Because they're loading onto an underground, they don't have to find... Hold on, let's pause for a second. They don't have to find, like, see how this is like one piece, right? This is one square. This one, like that. This space will hold, they're slightly graphically overlap each other so that they mix in together, but this will hold 8 units, so 4 per side. So if there's, they say, a space, then 2, that space is what the inserter has to wait for, not just drop it somewhere on the square. It actually physically has to wait for that space to go. We can see that in certain different spots, but when, however, they have an underground, they just drop it there, and it comes out of the underground at the right. Look, I've never noticed the plastic. This is like the slurry of pre-formed plastic. It's so cool. I enjoy this, the new graphics of this game way more than I thought I would. I'd be like, no, it's the same game, whether it's like low res crap or not, but when the game has so much epic to it already, and then you jazz it up with a good appearance as well, definitely makes things better. So this is working. We now have a full solid line of green. I'm going to tell this guy to also be priority left. So we'll do that all the way down, and then we'll know where the break point is. Our blue is not going to produce squat over here. Right? We're never going to get red circuits down that way. Because right now I think we have almost enough to do this, and that's it. We might start working that last one. We might not. They need 2 every 10 seconds, and they can be substantially improved. Now, you guys have this weird case of always trying to be smart, and reminding me that I could have just done this. And bingo! Substantial speed improvement! Drake, you're a genius. You're a genius! So this building has a crafting speed of 0.75. This building has a crafting speed base of 1.25. And kicker on top of that is that This building has 2 slots for modules. This one has 4. Oops, I might have forgotten that little feature. So, can I actually... I don't think I can... Oh, I can just do an upgrade, right? That's what we can do. Where's our upgrade buildery thingery? Come here, buildery thingery. Give me upgrades from this to this. Thank you. And you can... I gotta make sure I don't hit the top with that. I want to go like this. Oh, bugger me bugger. I just about screwed that up. That would have screwed the whole world over, wouldn't it? How many of you guys were screaming at your screen right there, huh? I know you were. Let's not do that. Let's just not do that. How about we do a safe one and add a new upgrader so I don't change the entire balance of the belts? That would have been so bad. That would have been Drake saying, oops, and then being like, shh, don't tell them I'm going to reload, because that would have caused hours of trying to fix. Alright, because all of those belts that are like woven in different places would have been the same. Breakage. Blah, 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 blah. There's a red circuit upgrade. Right there. Okay, the other thing is we have a limiting factor I was not expecting. There's the other half of them. Nicely done, Robo Warriors. The other issue now is that we've run into an issue that needs to be solved, and I'm not sure which side of the argument I'm going to land on. But if we look, these guys are cranking out onto red belts, onto a ton of red belts, that are then being compressed down to 4 red belts. Now, I could output from this point here, we could upgrade to blue and see what that does. So I think that'll be our first step. We'll go from here down and say, make those blue. Bing, bada, boom. And if I do all of this right up to the smelters, to blue, let's go to, say, there for now. Oh, that sound effect freaks me out every time. It sounds like stuff's just like shutting down because of, I don't know, some problem or other. So, all that upgraded. Right? Now this stuff can feed the full input of this and keep the belts going full. We get all this copper along here. My point is, I guess I didn't finish the clarity. This is our copper. Period. As you may or may not notice, there's no other copper in our defended zone. There's that one, but it's 700,000, and by the time I get it smelted, it'll just be consumed. What I might do is actually smelt the crap out of it, and then do one big logistics order. Right? Just place down some smelters, have them run straight into passive provider chests to fill up, and then have, like, an input over here or something that shoves all the outside line full of copper or something. That'll help. You know, that would work. We might do that this episode. But on the discussion here, this is now a 45 per second belt rate. And I think they'll be able to keep it up that way. So it's not going to hurt us other than spending some unnecessary belts if we upgrade these right now. And if they turn out to be underutilized, oh well. We've used up a couple hundred blue belts. Not a loss. A lot of you guys swear by the principle of upgrade everything to the fastest belt possible and ignore the belt ratios. Just assume that everything is a blue belt once you can make them. It's one way to do it. Not my preferred favorite way. Now, the other thing, all these guys can have modules as well. So, the question lies in, do we want more speed modules in here? Or do we want more, do we want production modules in here? Because right now, these belts have definitely increased their speed of moving through, but again, they can get out faster, but at the end, does it matter? Because right now, see all these guys? Look at all this pause. They're not pausing because they're just waiting for material. I mean, maybe they are. Yeah, that guy's full. That guy's not full. So, if I had more pull here, these aren't going full speed. The right is definitely pulling faster. It's gonna remain that way because of this draw off here. I think. No, wait. Why is the top side being pulled faster? Interesting. Is it actually... Oh, it is. It's the red circuits. Because they are just... This is almost full speed hitting through here, right? This is going crazy. Look at this corner. Zoom. Pretty much uninterrupted, right? So this is only actually using about half a belt. Very, very rarely do we see those bottom corner move, if at all. Because it's feeding here, and they're all feeding... Oh! I was wondering why they're feeding off the top. You see that? Look at this. Watch the difference here. Where's that guy going to grab for? Oh, man, I can't even slow it down. Oh, no, he grabs from the close side. Never mind. I thought he was grabbing differently because it's a underground, but no. They always grab from the closest location. They drop to the furthest. So it's only taking off of half the belt, which is fine because it's compressed all the way down and they've got more than enough on there. But that means we're always drawing from the right-hand side of this whole network before it, which is similar. Yeah, it's doing the same thing on the green circuit system, which is entirely dead. No, that one's entirely dead. This one's flowing, sort of. See, we don't need more green circuit production. We don't need more green circuit production. We need more draw on the green circuits. Yeah, because this whole left side of the belt is just like, yeah, we're not using anything, which means we're not overexerting these systems. So,
send them in your satellite rockets.
Hmm?
Just send them in your satellite rockets. Just throw them in space.
Send the copper to space? I don't think that's going to
sell
solve
the circuits. So you have more room to put more green circuits.
Just throw your trash into space. It solves them. Oh, you know what? That's part of the problem right there. I didn't reconnect that. Oops. That is an issue, perhaps a tiny one. No, that's good. That's gonna recharge the lines. Yeah. Now look at what I just did. I was trying to keep that nice and clean, but no. Look at that. Bleh. How long ago is this? Is this like per minute? Yeah, that's 10 minutes. So each one of these vertical lines is 30 seconds. Okay, so it wasn't long that I had that shut down. Okay, that's fine. Now, again, we need more productivity coming into these systems. The greens are turned back on now, so they'll actually draw some copper, and then they'll re-back up. So what do we do here if we put in production modules into these? We get more output of copper for every input of... how many can we put in? 2 of them, which means I think we can get... No, I didn't mean to make or get more. There we go. That's only 1. Really? Really? Oh, did I just No, I didn't just recycle mine, did I? No, I didn't. Somehow I'm not in logistics mode? Am I standing outside of the logistics zone? Or are we just out of production modules, some magical how, somesoever? We are out of production mod. Oh, right, because I told them to build like put a ton of them up somewhere. That's weird. Okay. Also, this question about the Prod 2 modules that I boxed up them before the line. You are correct. I did indeed box them before the line. So this probably should have been over here. No, wait a second. What are we getting there? What is this supposed to be? Genius. Like, what are you doing? This was supposed to be something important? I don't think so. Oh, wait. Those are supposed to be production 1s, but they're production 2s. Because this wasn't a filter inserter. Got it. Give me those. Oh, well, fine. You do it. I'm going to be all selfish like that. Production 1s are supposed to be in that box. Production 2s are supposed to be in this box. Oopsies. Yeah, that was the plan for that. I see what you're saying. Thank you for pointing that out. Now, the production modules aren't on speed right now. These are inactive. It's fine. They don't need to be sped up right now. I mean, I am standing here looking at needing some more of them, but I mean, we could replace them. Yeah, okay, fine. Be picky like that. You guys convinced me. There, and we drop that there. There we go. Solved. So that'll speed things up quite substantially, actually. It'll like triple the speed. I like how the actual machinery works faster when you do that. And the other thing is we could replace all of this. Boom. You don't need more prod 1s. We could speed up the speed mod 3s. That would be nice. Oh, and we seem to have... those ones could be sped up as well. Good. Okay. So now that I've got some... Hi, guys. Hi, thank you. Thank you so much. Now that I've got some prod 3s, I can actually show you what I was talking about. The discussion is, do we put speed modules in here, or do we put production modules in here? If we put speed 3s, this is the result. If we put prod 3s, this is the result. So, this machine gets a minus 30% crafting speed, but a productivity speed of 20% increase. So, we make less iron per minute per machine. Or copper, rather, per minute per machine. By a small margin, right? We slow it down by 30, increase its output by 20 per cycle. So instead of... so this actually runs 5 times and produces 6 copper rather than running 5 times and producing 5 copper. This one runs the same 5 rounds to produce 5 copper, but the output speed is substantially improved. It's 100% faster. This one is 30% slower than the base one. So there's this huge difference in the amount of output difference. Like this top one is, if you can even see it. Look how much faster he's producing. These are identical. So every time this guy goes, right? Twice. So this one is producing, like it says, 100% faster. So we're getting 2 copper per minute compared to 1 copper per minute, or whatever the speed is, right? This one is slower than this one as well, by only 30%. The difference here, however, is that this guy, every second one, you'll see a double drop. See that? He did a double there. Reason is, this guy hits that yellow bar filled, and he dumps out an extra unit. The argument of which is faster is inherently twofold. You're either talking per machine or you're talking per factory, per total base. Production modules will actually be able to output more from this base than speed modules will. More per minute, because the bottleneck will actually become the amount of copper we are pulling out of the ground. If we are mining this, if we put speed modules in all of these, we go as fast as we possibly can producing them, assuming that 78 million copper is enough. If it's not, then I throw in the towel right now. I love the new graphics for these new drills. It's amazing. But as you notice, they're doing almost nothing right now, because these are all red lines up to here. So we can put a lot more copper out here. A whole lot more copper out here. So if all of this was upgraded to blue, and pounding its way right down here, and making it out to here, it would still fill only these 4 lines. If we wanted to improve things, what we would do is take this iron line, change its output to be blue, and turn them over to copper, or at least some of them over to copper. And then this bus would feed copper lines. Blue belt all the way, which would be a 50% increase capacity. But the same 4 lines of copper could produce 5 lines of output copper. Does that make sense? Right now our iron is not taxing the system. What we could do is drop this guy down further, put another belt of iron, and shuffle the whole iron thing down 1 step. Doing that would mean that we added an extra copper line, and so we replace the well, we'd have to move the whole top down, which would be fine, easy enough to do. Move the whole iron down a tile, put in another line of copper, and then still input the same amount of copper on the left, 4 full runs and output 5 full runs of copper plate on the right in the same amount of time. Unless we deal with the speed. Like, this is double the speed modules, right? So if I put these all the way up to speed 2, 3s. See how much more copper we're getting out? None. 0% more copper is coming onto that line. Why? Well, because they're now producing twice as fast, which means a line that was only the last guy, 1 or 2 that we're filling up, because it's not actually, the ratios aren't quite right. This is about a third more of a machine than we need to dump out onto this line, because Factorio devs hate boring math. Let's put it that way. They don't like putting things out in nice round numbers. It's always like point this and point that and all the rest. This place has produced 10,000 productions. Go down the line, the same one's built at the same time on the far left. Well, we won't count the one that's been speed modded, but is 24,000. So the front one has produced twice as much copper as the back one. More than twice as much. Reason is the bottleneck on the output. Unless this is a full running output there, it's never going to be faster. So if we then do an upgrade to the belts, we can handle, along that portion of the belt anyways, can handle more material. Say to that point, right? Now, if you look, this right-hand side of this line, it's really hard to tell. Let's pause it for a second. You see that? That right-hand side is not compressed. The plates aren't stacking properly because we're putting a full belt here, but not a full belt there. And again, these speed mods, right here is where the productivity stops. So we would have to do something different with this entire build in order to get the speed modules to produce more actual copper per minute. I love to see the red pouring out like crazy there. That is beautiful. That did definitely help fixing the plastic stuff and upgrading them to the greens. So, for the same amount of input, wow, our green is legitimately actually working at volume. Holy crapazoids. Some is making it down the line? What? No, not really. Sort of, kind of. Why are things getting blown up? This is disturbing. They're hitting us like freaking trucks. They come in here and just smash the daylights out of things. Oh yeah, I've been rambling for 28 minutes and I forgot. I have a goal for today that we haven't touched. It was to fix those buffer chests supplying the repair packs that I just put out, because I was thinking, oh, we need repair packs. Let's just put a requester chest at each of the outside lines and put in a chest that says, hey, bring me some of this. But the problem is we actually don't have the walls and whatnot there. So if a wall does get blown up, or a laser turret, or heaven forbid, a flame turret actually gets damaged or deleted, blown up, then yeah. Like, for instance, if they blew this thing up, the guys would be able to travel like 5 feet to... Are you kidding me, lad? You're trying to put base right there for me? They're a bunch of jerks. Crowding my space that I rightfully stole from their ancestry. Never mind, it's my fault. These machines right here are providing repair packs. They are not, however, providing any walls or any laser turrets or anything else. They do the job now because there actually is enough repair packs that we're not as likely to lose space. But anyways, maybe we'll do that next time. But this is the upgrade conundrum here. I am producing the same amount of copper here as I was before, effectively, on this line. Because we can't output more than 22.5 copper per second across each side of this line. So, if this one down here also gets the upgrade in a very similar manner, oops, wrong button. Come on. Zoom. Boop. And then we do the belt upgrade here. And here. Now we should have a fully compressed blue belt. Technically we don't, however. Why? Is this not loading the same way as it would if it were... Oh, hello. Oh. Well, Johnny, if I would maybe, you know, put the other blue in there, that would solve the problem. I was like, why is this so broken? Because this was red. So it was like coming along at 40 or 45 items, half 22 and whatever per second, and dropping to 15. Which was a slight oops. Now that is a compressed blue belt coming up to hit this, which helps this volume after the belt. So, still, I mean, the belt issue is a good idea, but this has not increased our productivity, or our speed of output. Right now, these belts could push more material through if we upgraded the whole line to blue. So I think for our last act of insanity today, we will upgrade this from here down entirely to blue and see how that does for building a faster base. And then all of these also need to be, well, not all of them actually. Okay, fine, all of them. You got me. You mongers of fast, speedy belts. What we need is a tech that upgrades our belts. Like, why can I have my bots literally flying faster than the belts? They can pass items on the belt fast enough that when you continually upgrade your bots, they can get so fast that they can actually move items faster. Like, a few dozen of them can move items faster, probably, than a upgraded speedy belt. It's pretty impressive. That's a lot of work we just dumped on their faces. And I love how they arbitrarily pick their positions to do it. Like, they did all this, and not the bottom ones. We slow it down up here. We could probably go all the way. Let's go all the way to here. I thought that's where I was going to, so we'll do that. I was thinking I got to the top there, but we didn't. So we'll do this part too, because after that, it's just going up and hitting a wall. It's doing nothing. At this point is the stop point for now. Oh my, look at the red. Look at that red. What the heck, eh? You hoser. Look at that beautiful piece of wonderfulness. Now, it is compressing one side, which we don't want it to do, so we're going to do that. And we're going to sideload that when it starts to getting to compressings. And spread that out a little. Actually, do we want to do it like that, or yeah, maybe we do. So go back down here as well. Do that. Just to make sure it's a little more evenly distributed so we don't have it. Oh my god. Oh, look at that piece of art right there. That is a beautiful creation right there. Is music. Can you hear it? So lovely. So fine. That makes me very happy. So these things substantially improved the situation. My situation. Now, the red should be compressing that all the way up to here. So now we have a red belt, surprisingly, isn't the ideal situation. Here, is it? Does it matter if it's going on both sides? Because we're only ever using the top side of that belt. Everything that comes into here prioritizes to the left, goes down to the bottom corner of this belt, and smacks into a solid wall and never goes anywhere. Which is fine. We only need half a belt to keep this baby running. Right? So all of it is now compressed all the way along, but the green is no longer making it. So we should be using every stitch of green that we're producing on these two belts, which is indeed what's happening. I could put in a balancer. How am I doing on time? Of course we're over our 30. You know, people that watch this series are going to believe a lie. And I don't like that people will believe a lie. Because the lie that solved nothing, Drake. That legitimately did nothing. Is that backwards? Is that what I was thinking? Is this the way to do that? Again, you're a genius for solving nothing. I thought there was a solution to that. Is that it? I'm trying to think and talk. No. Although that is artificially compressing it. You know what? It's... My brain is not handling this right now. We need to split that in half, and we need to balance it together. We need to split that in half, and we need it to balance together. So, this can go here. So each of these belts independently need to come together like this. And side load. That solves that one. And this solves this one. I just about drove that into the copper, and that would have been sad. That is a pretty design. That makes me happy. That is the most beautiful design I've ever made right there. Okay, screenshot time. Ah, it's so lovely. Okay. I've never designed it like that, and I don't know why I've never thought to put it like that. Like, I've used this exact thing for any time we have one belt. I'm like, this is exactly how it works. So if we have two, the logic is to ignore everything we knew before and go on to something new. What else is that? Oh, hi, guys. Where is that? Oh, is that outside of... No. That couldn't be outside of construction zone. Are we not producing enough belt to keep up? Is there no stored blue belt? What? Oh, yeah, we still got this atrocity. And it is, I understand, it is an atrocity. Okay. We are not producing very much blue belt. Why? Because we can't keep up with the copper. Because I am so SMRT. Is that legit a yellow belt? Oh, that's cute. Aww. Isn't that quaint, guys? Drake's so geniusly smart. These are, you know, standing around for 6.5 hours doing nothing. Because their output is exhausted. Belts. Belt upgrades. Is there any reason not to do this? I mean, unnecessary, obviously, up there, but... Oh, no, that just took the yellow up to the red. Oh. Yeah, that was not what I anticipated, but, you know, it's better. It turned the yellow into reds and the reds into blues, which I'm totally okay with, actually. But this can actually remain blue, to be honest. It's not going to improve things to have it as red. Right? Because the output's not going to do any bigger, any faster. Although, again, we could improve things by putting them backwards, because that's how that works. Like that. That would improve the flow. Okay. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the need for speed here. All right. Now the bottleneck will not be that anymore. Although what I could do is even go further and have those produce at or output at a higher rate. They're hilarious. I wish I could see them in slow motion. Look at that. They only look like they're holding one whenever you pause it, but the position of them moves every time you pause. It's a beautiful thing to see. Look at them. The blur makes them look like, the speed they're moving makes them look like they're, like, you know when you pick up a bunch of bottles? You're like, oh, there's 4 bottles on the table, and I only have 2 hands, and you, like, put one bottle in between each finger. It looks like they're doing that, and you're, like, walking to the, and then you trip. Anyways, that's never happened to me. But anyways, those are now putting out blue belts at a much more reasonable rate for us, which is good. Because I haven't taxed that blue belt system before. Oh, these guys, some of these guys are still being upgraded. Jeepers. Way to upgrade things properly, Drake. Now, I'm probably missed points where we don't have the proper where there's like, oops, there's a red belt here or there or something. I probably did a few of those. Trying to catch them myself instead of you guys finding the problems that I inherently cause myself. But these speed modules, again, are not solving our speed problem at all. All they're doing is consuming more power. Because all of these guys are now consuming higher power being dormant, and these guys are consuming higher power being active, and our total output is the same. So, if we did production modules, they would consume 20% less than a baseline. Like if I take this out, this line right here would be our baseline, right? And our actual consumption of iron to or copper ore to copper plate is 1-to-1. That's the recipe there. Stop blowing things up. It disturbs me that you can still do that. Hold on. Why do I not have that? There it is. So 1 copper plate outputs 1 output from 1 copper ore. So we would get 5-to-4 or 5-to-6 ratio? Yeah, 5-to-6 ratio. 5 input, 6 output. If we put production modules in these. And in both cases, we would still be fully compressed, because this belt right here is still fully outputting, I think. Not quite. Interesting. Huh. See these lines? There's some backup there on one side of the line, but that would have to do with the imbalance here. So if I remove this beast, for instance, and put in a balancer, how does that affect things? I'm not sure. Oh, we're throwing pieces all over the place. Please do empty the garbage, guys. Come on, isn't that your job? Aren't you full-time garbage carriers? That is what I feel you should be doing. What are we getting bottled up on? Get rid of that and that and that and that. Really, I have a spare backup power armor just because that's something I need? And personal batteries sitting around? Really? Why do I have explosive cannon shells in my back pocket? That's what was so comfortable when I sat down and looked. Okay, that's empty now. That's better. No, let's not do that. Let's do that and that. Okay, now fix the rest of this that I was trying to fix before. I don't think this is a side balancer, though. I think this is a lane balancer, but not a side balancer. Am I correct on the logic there? This will, if everything's coming in on one side of one of the belts, like let's do this. Let's do that, right? Then we should have a situation where this drains one side of this belt. And we should see up here an increase in spaces, yeah, on the right-hand side, because it doesn't compress both sides. So we need something a lot more elaborate than that to solve what I was trying to solve, but oh well. Okay, so we have more than enough iron coming in, or copper coming in still, because this belt is stagnant. So production modules would put out... They'll put out more plates, but they will put in... There. Oh, that really? I only have 15? Oh boy. Okay, so we need to, we need to upgrade our production modules, because I think production modules are going to be the magic trick here. I think that's the way we're going to have to go here. You guys are doing... Oh, you have no blue circuits making it down the line. Okay. Unfortunate. We're still making speed mods, but we have a lot of those. Oh, this is painful to watch. Look at this. Oh my goodness. That's so it feels weird to watch stuff moving that slow on the belts now. Oh, there's the cringe factor right there that you guys were talking about. Okay, output left priority, so they all go down there, please. Because we're going to need the production modules first. Then this will fill up with production 2s, which it now has. They have gone down the line, filled this chest like they were supposed to. And we're stopping production of 2s and 1s effectively. Or slowing anyways. That's fine. You're waiting on what? You're waiting on an output? Why is this guy stalled? He's just like, I'm just gonna chill here with the blue in my hand. Go. Go, little boy. No, don't go. Ah, okay, so they only actually hold 2 in their output. I didn't realize that. Oh my god. He just grabbed a bunch of blues from me. What a jerk. Okay. Now, we could speed these for sure, right? That would be the go-to here, because we're not. I legit just want these to go as fast. I don't care how productive they are. I just want them to get outputs as fast as possible. However, having said that, they may run out of blue. They will run out of blue. Can I put production modules into the production of production modules? No, I can't. Okay. It's just, I've been down that road before. So we'll leave them like that for now. I don't think we need them, because I think we won't have enough blue to sustain that. Well, we've sped some stuff up. We made another 0.3 of a mil for green circuits. What's our production at our 10-minute mark now for green? 6.6k. 1.3 on red, which is a good increase, 20% or so, and 186 on the blues. Okay. The red is definitely now bottlenecked. That is the most beautiful thing I've seen all day. Sorry, son, it wasn't your pretty face. Reds are now double line fed here, so we don't have any shortages on red circuits. Now the issue is we have shortages on... Okay, so what we do next time is upgrade all this and then put production modules in this. What? Not oh, there you go. Come on, give me some more. Give me some more. Give me more production modules. So yeah, if we put all prods on this, that'll allow us to make more out of the green that we're currently making. They will also slow the green draw off this line, allowing more to fit through to here, so that these can then be productive as well. I think that's how that'll work. Yes, indeed it should. Okay. I'm liking that idea. Alright, well that's going to be it for today. That's well past our time, but the blues are 220 per minute versus the 10-minute marker. Just from changing that, it added 30 per minute on the output. Yeah, that's fantastic. So this is actually still not... They're still overusing this green belt. In fact, oh my goodness, we only have 4 of these guys working? 5, 6, sometimes. Oh, wow. And you're forcing everything out the left. Holy crap. Huh. If you output... You see, you can just stare for hours at this nonsense. Hours! So if that line runs like that, we could actually get enough. We actually have to compress this line all the way down to the bottom end. There you go. That guy finally started. Oh, no, wait. Is he grabbing from there? He's grabbing off the red circuit line. Okay. Well, not ideal. I could take that out of there. And I could put a blue belt in like that. Right? That would work. Then this line would just false end there as it goes down into a hole of abyss. Yeah, and that's still fine there. Yeah, that's what we need to do for these. Alright, well, that's got to be it. We got to be done. I could spend hours doing this. That's the whole point. We definitely have some math to sort out with the greens. We're going to have to substantially increase our green circuit productivity in the long run, because it's not going to produce enough to get this done within, 5 lifetimes. But We've fixed some of our red problem. We've increased our productivity, and we have to solve that issue with the actual mining, and this is actually consuming an entire belt. Good gracious. It's getting to the bottom periodically, but not consistently. Wow. That's quite the pause. Uh-huh. Holy moly. Well, it's mostly productive. We have some pauses happening. Where? Yeah, this point we're staying steady. Almost. I lied. We're not quite staying steady. Oh my goodness. We could have gone with 5 of these in a row and still had issues. Alright, well, overachieving indeed. Okay, well that does what we need it to do, right? This still puts some material through to the next sections. But we need this to be double compressed is what we need. This green has to be flowing at full tilt. And the reason it's not is... magic. I don't know the reason it's not. You guys are doing nothing. Why? Iron not making it down the line? Oh, look at that. That's troubling. If I do this, do we solve that problem? Well, indeed. Well. That is the problem. There's not enough iron getting through the line. Now it is. Oh wow, I've never run into that bottleneck before. Okay. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop making me stay forever. You're mean. You're all sucking my life away. Alright, thank you, Factorio. We love you. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Solutions and discussions on this right here. Speed modules or production modules. Or nothing. Let me know in the comments. See you in game.